Final Destination movie review for you today. Today I'm going to be reviewing the second Final Destination movie, Final Destination 2, released in 2003, directed by David R. Ellis, and the film stars Ali Larter, AJ Cook, and Michael Lands. And the plot of Final Destination 2, according to the internet, is as follows. Cook portrays a woman who cheats death after having a premonition of herself and others pursuing in a highway pile-up, and uses it by saving people, herself, and a handful of people, but is stopped by death afterwards by means of claiming back their lives, which should have been lost in the highway. And that is your plot of Final Destination 2. And I should go one step further and say that Final Destination 2 also explores what happened at the end of the first one. So, there you go. Well, Final Destination 2. So, if you remember what I said at the end in my Final Destination 1 review, you remember that I said that Final Destination, or the Final Destination movies in general, have not been too particularly well received by critics. In fact, many people hated Final Destination when it came out. And many people hated Final Destination 2 when it came out. But I have seen all the Final Destination movies, including the really terrible ones, the two really terrible ones. And, I think Final Destination 2, hold on, I'm trying to find something real quick. Okay. So, while I think Final Destination 2 is, I will admit that Final Destination 2, this movie is not good, okay? It's not good. It's not a good movie. Final Destination 2 is not a good movie. It's a very mediocre movie, I'll say that. However, Final Destination 2 is literally my go-to Final Destination movie that I want to watch if I want to watch a Final Destination movie. I mean, obviously, if I want to watch a Final Destination movie, it's going to be Final Destination 2. Even though Final Destination 2 is not a good movie, again, not a good movie. But I wouldn't go as far as saying, oh, Final Destination 2 is the epitome of the Final Destination franchise. It's a terrible movie. It's awful. It's one of the worst Final Destination movies I've ever seen. No, it's not. Final Destination 2 does have its moments, and we're going to get to those moments. For example, Final Destination 2 has one of, if not the best premonition ever. The premonition in Final Destination 2 is one of the best Final Destination premonitions we have ever gotten in a Final Destination movie. And, I enjoy the premonition of Final Destination 2. As far as the cast goes, you do get brand new people in this movie because everybody in the first movie was dead, except for Ali Larter. She makes an appearance in this movie as Clea Rivers, the girl from the first one, who basically helps out Kimberly and her friends achieve cheat death and all that. And when we first meet Clea, she checked herself into a mental hospital because of obvious reasons, the events that happened in the first one. So you get that, her. As far as the rest of the cast, you have AJ Cook as Kimberly, who's the main girl in the movie, and she's great. I like her. I like her as the final girl. Michael Landon as Lands as Thomas Burke, who's Clear's friend. I like her. Him, sorry. Devin Pachew as Evan Lewis. I like him. His death is very fun. And we'll get to that later. You have James Kirk as Tim Carpenter. And then you have Landon Boyd as Noah Carpenter, the mom. Yeah, I like her. I like them. I think they're great. You have Tony Todd back again as William Bloodworth. Rest in peace, Tony Todd. I don't think I can ever watch a movie that you've done without crying, but oh well. Anyway, that's just the world we live in. Yeah, so everybody in the cast is great. The kills are great. This one's way gorier. As I said, I love Evan Lewis's death, where basically he goes outside and he slips on spaghetti, and the ladder falls, and it literally falls into his eye and kills him. That's very great. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. You have when Roy dies. I like his death when Roy gets cut in half. That's good. That's funny. I like that. When who else dies? When the kid dies, he gets the glass thrown on him. He gets crushed with glass, or I don't know what it's called, but he gets crushed. That was funny. That was a fun kill. Obviously, the premonition kill was fun. I like that. The premonition was great. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've missed. The whole scene where Clear is in the hospital, the mental hospital, and you see her. I know a lot of people don't like that scene because they show clear, Allie, Larder, or AJ, Kimberly, she's trying to talk to her. She wants her to help her cheat death, and she doesn't want to help her. And so the only way to scare her out is to show her a picture of Alex, who apparently years after the first Final Destination movie, Alex died. He got hit by a brick or something. I don't know. That scene was just okay. That's just an excuse to say that, oh, Alex is dead, so he's not coming back, and that's pretty much just an excuse to say, oh, Devon Sawa is dead. He's not coming back in the franchise. So we're just gonna kill him off screen, okay? Sure. I guess you could do that, sure. Anyway, so Final Destination 2, say what you will, it's a mediocre movie, sure, but it's just, it's just a movie I have fun with. I have fun watching Final Destination 2, excuse me. So yeah. And I am very much looking forward to Final Destination Bloodlines. I can't wait to see what the premonition is going to be for that. We do have the plot, so we do know what it's going to be about. But I'm curious to see what the premonition is going to be. So, yeah. But anyway, so on a scale of 1 to 4 stars, I'm going to give Final Destination 2 a 3.5 out of 4 stars. So 3.5 out of 4 stars for Final Destination 2. And there you guys go. That's my review of Final Destination 2. So next time, I will be back to talk about the third Final Destination movie, Final Destination 3. So this is Dawson. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe down below. And I will see you next time with another movie review.